Hello. Hi, Cob.
What's up?
Not much. Glad you're here. Let's see. Let's get everything set up. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying over here.
Oh, yeah. So, one, thank you for joining me tonight on this special
Always a
Friday
pleasure.
edition. Which is special because I know with your weird schedule, your work schedule, you talk about that online. It was like, I don't remember, but you talk about your work schedule online. So,
Oh yeah,
because of your work schedule, we can't really hang out on Sundays. So this is a very special episode. So Cobb and I can hang out and color and chat for those who are here. And we have somebody in the chat, and it's a Nolan. Hello, Nolan.
yeah. No,
Thank you. And it's perfect. We're already certified. So no matter what happens, who shows up after this, we can say we had a Nolan.
always
And
a
that's
pleasure.
and that's the important thing. So, really quick, we'll get the. I'm coloring this Beast Man because we're going to do Masters of the Universe. What are you coloring tonight, Cobb? You printed out an awesome one. I'm going to embed you quickly. Oh, let's see. There we go. Maximize.
Oh.
Yeah, Cobb is doing this really super cool. Too bad. So.
Thanks to Allison for the files to print out.
Yeah, the art from that coloring book is amazing. It's one of my favorite. It's one of the best later model ones.
Yeah, they look rad. I love this picture of them. I always love to see that anyways.
Hello, Todd C is here. Hello, Crash. And really quickly, we've got some... Cobb, you are actually a channel member. And Alex, Black Phoenix, hello, welcome. And Mint with Card, also a member, are here. So, really quickly, I don't know if you've seen this yet, Cobb, but I have something special for channel members.
Bring out the olive! Bring out the olive! Bring out the olive!
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
That's awesome.
It's ridiculous, I know, but come on, guys. You got to do something fun. So, yeah, welcome. Thank you, members. And welcome to everyone else. Yes, Nolan, you're not officially any way involved in the ToyTube sphere unless Nolan shows up in your chat.
Right?
It's the rule. I know there are people who don't know that rule or don't care about that rule, but they're wrong. If Nolan doesn't show up for your stream, what are you even doing? Why are you even on the internet doing toy stuff? So, and Cobb is a member for 4 months. It's been about 4 months since I launched them. So yeah, that makes sense. And I appreciate you all, my little olives.
Actually, that'd been longer, huh?
No, it's about 4 months because YouTube was running like a thing where it's like if you start memberships, we'll give you a small bonus. So I'm like, okay, I'll take a small bonus. Yeah, so that was what finally spurred it. I was just like, well, it's a little extra money to do it. And I had a bill that was due. I'm like, it will help cover that bill. So. And I also had ideas for extra content. So. And speaking to that, for the members, the Golden Girl short, I have to finish editing it, but it's an extended short. The regular short will go out to everyone with like pop music, but the special short I'm working on, which is a minute long, it will be members only, should be ready by this weekend. So it took me a while to figure out the audio stuff, but that will hit. And I will have you guys vote on a members only flip through of one of the books that I just wouldn't do a video of because it's either too raggedy or it's not quite right. So, hello, Cassie. It's so weird when they show people's other names now.
Yeah.
Crash, are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, find me and follow me, Allison. It's Retro Toy Princess. And ping me through messaging, and I can hook you up with some files of some Motu stuff. So, I can only share with you things that I have personally scanned. I can't, if I've bought something from somebody else who scans, I can't share those. But if it's part of my personal collection, I am happy to share some scans. So, and the Too Bad that Cobb is coloring is one of my personal books that I've scanned. So, yeah, find me, we'll hook you up. You definitely need to get a printer, Nolan. And once you get a printer and can print, hit me up, and I will have you on here so we can really be official. And really quick, hello, CJ. Yeah, you do, so that you can get them pretty inexpensive now. Oh, well, Andrew of Gady's Toys is not here, so CJ, I think you missed the special thing. So one more time, guys, for CJ.
Bring out the olive. Bring out the olive. Bring out the olive.
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
So
there we go. Like stop motion there is not very good, you guys, I'm aware, but also it gave me a lot of joy just doing that amount of stuff. I didn't use like any programs or anything. I just took pictures and painstakingly edited it. Did editing? I don't know. Edited sounds weird. It sounds like there are too many syllables in that. But I was quite pleased that I figured that out. And it's not great. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that's the best thing ever, but I was pretty proud that I managed to get that piece together in a way that it does what it needs to do. So.
Yeah, really, me too. That's why everything I throw together, I probably do the hard way.
Yeah.
Like, way easier to edit pictures and make thumbnails and stuff, and little things, but.
Oh yeah, I do all of my thumbnails like on Krita, which is like a bootleg version of Photoshop. And I know there are programs that will make your thumbnails for you, and I probably have better luck on my views if I, did thumbnail maker or whatever you call it. But I like putting it together.
I know I do too. My routine. I use like 3 different apps because I don't like paying for anything. So I just use the features that are free on different apps. So do what I need to on one, switch over to the next one, add what I need.
Yeah, well, for me, like it's kind of like my whole channel is just like obviously I don't know how to write music or play music, so I can't do my own music. But it's like it's either free use music that is, or my friend, some of the music I have he gave me to use. So like the music, if I had time to learn how to play, and that, I guess partner. It sounds weird to say partner, but we're not married, but we've been together more than 10 years, and we're both old, so it feels weird to say boyfriend. But the person that I've been living with for 10 years that I bought a house with, he plays music. So like once we get his home studio set up, I'm gonna tell him what I want. He will make it. So it'll have me more in control. But I like that the channel is, sort of my vision, like, and that I have a lot of control over it. It would feel weird to hand that off. So it's okay, CJ. Typos are normal. But yeah, so. But because you did the same with your channel. Like, it's all you and it's your vision. You're not chasing. You're not trying to replicate like Pixel Jam or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if there's any vision or much thought to my channel.
Well, there is though. Like,
just record and go.
Well, yeah, but you make videos like you would want to watch, right?
Yeah. What I think would be the information people to China. I noticed like people actually responded to it too. Kind of just the short, straight to the point videos. You people in my comments kind of like, man, I love that you always just like straight to the point, get right to the facts, show me what I came to see, what I want to know.
The only thing I've ever and I don't know that it's even necessarily feedback. It's just I think I've like, how does it look next to this? Or you can switch these parts or some stuff like that. And that was the only thing I was like, well, but it was also when you said that, when I said that in the comments, it was also a video where you're like, well, what would you guys like to see in videos? I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can make that comment.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I do. The problem is now is I'm doing stuff at work a lot too, doing my videos at work.
Yeah.
It's the only time, and so I don't have access to everything, like all my figures and stuff. I mean, I bring a lot of stuff to work, but I'll have an idea like, oh man, I wish I could freaking swap, especially with like Origins. Like, oh, wonder what this would look like. I wish I had it with me so I could do it on the video, but not always able to jam packed with everything I think I need.
Thanos is here. Did I say Thanos was here earlier? I thought I did.
I don't think so. So Thanos.
Okay. So hello, Thanos. I meant to say Thanos was here. Hi, Thanos. Lovely to see you. Also, Dave's Dimensions is here. Dave, I don't know if this is where the cool kids are, but this is where the the crafts, like, we are the weirdos, mister. We're the cool weirdos. Like, we're the weird kids that have a good time. And you're gonna hear some good music. But it's gonna be really offbeat and all different. And so yeah, the weird kids who are fun are here. I don't think I've never been cool. What is it she says in Teen Wolf? Alex, I'll never be hip. And then she does top that and proves that she will, in fact, never be hip. I've watched way too much Teen Witch. So I just know because Alex shared some Teen Witch content earlier on the Instagram.
I think I might even sent it to you. I saw somebody doing a recreation of that top that.
I think you sent me that maybe last week.
Yeah, I was trying to forget what it was even like. I just remember I was like, oh shoot, look at this recreation of it.
Yeah, you sent it, and then Alex. It was today because I remember the clip. It also had Howard the Duck in it. Also, I had that album like in, what was it, 85, 86 when that horrible movie came out. I love Howard the Duck, but it's a horrible movie.
Yeah.
Like I
just watched a whole retrospective of it.
Yeah. Like I like Howard the Duck. I watch Howard the Duck, but I'm under no illusion that that's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie. Like, I can have fun with a good movie. I mean, a bad movie, like.
Yeah, I know. I need to watch it with my kids and show them.
It's pretty, as the kids would say, there's some parts that are pretty cringe. But it's a fun movie.
My kids deal with cringe all the time with me, so they already know.
I think the thing, though, is like Gen X and older millennials, we are cringe, and we don't care.
Nope.
Like, we like the weird stuff. I mean, like, our whole life was the weird stuff. Like, we have all these weird 80s movies that people, you know. We're cringe, and we're okay with it. I think the kids would be happier if they were worried less about not being cringe. Seems like they're so busy trying not to be cringy and weird that they don't ever have fun. It's like, just be weird. Say the weird thing, do the weird thing, be weird. If I had kids, I would rather my kids be weird and strange than like an influencer who's like, come with me so we can go to St. Bart's or Coachella or any of that stuff. I would, if I had, my luck would be my kid would want to go to all of that, though. I'd be like, oh my God, mother, I have to go to Coachella. And I'd be like, where have I done you wrong? I thought we raised you better than that. Oh, Eldor is Eldor.
Eldor.
Hello, Eldor. I haven't seen you in a chat in forever. Because you're in Eternia and the time is weird. It is lovely to see you, Eldor. I have appreciated As I always do, but you've done some really cool things lately. You've made some cool toys.
I know it's funny because I was just thinking, like I was just on Instagram before I came on here, and I was like Eldor's, and I forget what he called it, the felt.
The cool felt Tila.
Yeah, or no, it's the movie Evil Lynn, I believe.
Oh, yeah, it is Evil. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm fried. I knew it was from the movie.
yeah, I forget what it's called. What is it? Felt what?
It's let's see.
Or Eldor will tell me here in a minute.
Oh, wait, Anna's saying hi to Eldor.
The process of it, what it was called. But
Yeah,
that was really interesting.
Yeah, Dave, Leah Thompson's pretty good in that. Yeah, Winona Ryder, Beetlejuice, I am strange and unusual. It's true. Yeah, Eldor, what kind of felt is it?
Felt weaving or what was it?
I don't know. It was just really cool. Like I spent a lot of time just looking at it. Like this is so cool. And odd in a really cool way. Like it's not a texture you would expect. Like I found it very pleasing. So anyway, Eldor, huge fan as always. We should try to line up again. I just know that it's like 2 a.m. in Eternia whenever we would hang out before. So I'm aware, but as I've proved with Cobb, we can, now that I have moved and I'm not in a creepy apartment with weirdos all around me, it's easier to go later because I don't have to worry about being too loud after a certain hour or whatever. And so now that I don't live in a place where everyone's all on top of each other. Okay, here we go. Needle felting. It's a form of
needle felting. That's what it was. Yeah.
Perfect. See, you learn something new every day on the internet.
I wanted to look. That's why I wanted to look up and see how you do it.
Yeah.
Knowing Eldor is probably a lot of work.
Oh my god.
Worth it in the end, because that is cool looking.
That would be so cool, like to learn how to do. I need to learn how to do more stuff like that. I need to break out my sewing machine and sew, but I'm still afraid of it because last time I tried to, I put the needle through this finger.
Ooh.
And the nail still hasn't grown. Nail still looks like. Yeah, the nail is still gnarly.
So bad when.
Yeah.
I stubbed a pinky toe a couple years back, and man, for like a year and a half, it would grow out and fall off, grow out and fall off.
It'll get halfway up the nail and be normal, and then I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up the next morning and it's like an avocado. It's like it's bad. Like 1 minute your avocado is not ripe enough. And then you're like, I'll check on this around lunch, and then at lunch it is completely rotten. Like you have to just eat I have to learn how to eat the avocado like when it's not ripe enough yet, and just make peace with it because I've thrown away way too many avocados because I missed that 30-second window on the 3rd June of a Saturday in 1922 where it was good. And so, yeah, the more you know. And knowing is, I should get that as a sound clip. Let me look at my sound clips. What do I got? I can, oh, wait. Here's a good one. Everyone loves, here we go.
Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger. I need you to give me the stone. What happened to it?
I should make a video for that. I don't know. I don't want to become a Gal Gadot hate channel or whatever. I'd start getting views. It's the wrong kind of views because then they're like, I came here so we could talk about this person. It's like, no. And I feel like it would unleash my inner evil if I leaned into the talking smack about people on the internet genre. It would unleash the kinder, gentler side of Sears that you get with Allison. These days would 20-something Allison would return. Nobody needs that. Not in 2026. But yeah, I had a bad day last week where I was like, I'm just gonna start doing videos about how everyone sucks all the time.
But plenty of reference.
Oh yeah, like I would call it Festivus year round. Like 365 days of Festivus. And just the airing of grievances, day 722. I don't know. But also I think it's winter and I don't do as well in cold temperatures. And it's been winter for like a couple months now. And I think that's definitely a part of it because we had a 70-degree day this week. And oh my God, I slept so good. I woke up, I felt refreshed. I was in a glorious mood. Had a really good day for no reason other than just having a good day. And then it got gross again. I'm like, yes, I need sunlight. So. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, guys, if you haven't smacked the wait, don't forget to smack that like and turn on the bell. No, don't do that. But do hit the like.
Disappear while I sharpen it. Everybody doesn't know. I was telling Allison earlier I cannot find my pencil sharpener, so I'm going caveman with the razor blade. So
no.
Over here in my trash can for a moment.
He is not doing Billy Bob Thornton sling blade impersonation. He's just sharpening pencils the old-fashioned way. Like your grandpappy used to do it before he go up the mountain for the moonshine. Good Lord. Are they drag racing over by you, Cobb?
Oh, could you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. I was like,
I didn't even seem as loud as some of the stuff I usually have over here.
Well, we have a neighbor who has a truck like that goes by around this time every. So at first I was like, that sounds really weird. What's wrong with this truck? And then I was like, wait, that's coming from Cobb.
Yeah, so. Man. Because Saturday nights when I'm on the clubhouse, there's all kinds of action going on over here. So I didn't think anybody really heard it.
I heard it tonight. I've never noticed it on Clubhouse. But.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was surprised that that wasn't even that loud compared to some of the crap that goes on around here.
I did a live stream with somebody one time. And it was in the apartment. And the lady across... It was when we had the stupid... angry fighting neighbors across the breezeway, and she was always yelling at her kids, and literally right in the middle of the live stream I had to mute it because like she's out there screaming at her kids, don't make me beat your butt. I'm just like, good Lord, lady.
Oh man, I got a reel went to send you and I lost it. It was
no,
a bunch. It was just all like clips of cats listening to like the neighbors argue and fight, and it's just so funny. They're opening up the blinds and like looking out the window with their big eyes.
Yeah, that my Gus are like one of our second oldest cats. He used to do that at the apartment. He would get up in the window and like with his little paw, he would pull the curtain back and he would try to see what was going on.
Yeah, it was so funny. They're just little nosy cats.
We used to call him Neighborhood Watch.
Right.
Because he was just all up in the blinds all the time. Nosy. Yeah, well, don't worry about that sort of stuff. We need to... I will ping you, James, once I start scheduling the next sort of couple months so that we need to have you back. It's been forever. It's not. Hello, Hello Geek. It is a special Friday night because my friend Cobweb Collector, due to his work schedule, can't ever do Sundays. So every so often he and I line up so that we can color on a Friday night. And because it's after hours, and it's usually when my medication starts wearing off, it's a little bit more unhinged sometimes, but not always. It's when we go from the daytime medicine to the nighttime medicines.
Day cool to night cool.
Yeah, right? Oh, yeah. I had to do that a few weeks ago. And it was on a retro cavalcade night, and my Dayquil did start wearing off about halfway through. And I had to weigh, like, do I take the NyQuil now, or do I, like, take a sip of Dayquil so that I don't turn into, like, the phlegm master and start sneezing all over the place.
I've seen all the reels and memes about, what is it, Tylenol PM?
Yeah.
Dollar Tree, Tylenol PM or something. I don't know what it is. I don't get the thing going on. I've been seeing a lot of, I think it's Tylenol PM. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I've seen those yet. And hello, Cute Cult. Well, that is annoying that your grandfather would throw away Beastman's accessories.
Ooh.
I would be mad. Yeah, that's what I want. But I don't think I've seen that one yet. What is it? Tell me about.
I don't know. Just something really like people. I don't know. Just message you up or people.
Interesting.
DM loopy or something. I don't know what exactly is going on. Like I said, that's why I was kind of asking you. I just keep seeing like things like, oh, my mom on Tylenol PM, or my mom took Tylenol PM when she had me, and this happened. And
oh, it was somebody. Somebody was trying to say that Tylenol PM or Tylenol was giving people autism. It was if your mom took Tylenol, you were. That's why you have autism. It was just some fool. It was just some moron. Nobody important. Yeah, I think that's what, but that's not true. So
yeah, they try and link a lot to reasons for autism and still.
Yeah, well, you know, like
exactly no.
Like
my son's autistic too, and we used to hear all this stuff because, especially like when he was diagnosed, like it wasn't as big.
Yeah.
It took him a while, and then they told us like, yeah, he'll never be able to. He'll be in diapers his whole life. He'll never be able to talk. Yeah. And need help his whole life, and like he completely 180 from all that. Like they were so wrong about everything they told us.
Oh yeah. Well, I have a good friend, one of my best friends actually, who is like 56, and she's autistic. So it's not when people are like, "Oh, it's brand new." It's like, no, bitch, we've had it for decades. They just didn't know what to call it. But she would get the same. Their parents would get the same thing. But her parents were educators, so they were just like, "No, we're gonna teach her. She'll learn." And she now is a college. She works through one of the colleges doing studies on autism. And her primary focus is helping autistic adults get access to resources that will help them develop skills so that they can move out and have independent lives and get jobs. And that's what her study is how can we help autistic adults manifest and do all the things that they need to do to feel independent and feel that people aren't having to take care of them all the time. So So yeah, I mean that's the thing. I know a lot of and through her I've met people who are even older who are on the spectrum. So I don't know. It's weird. Oh,
My
sorry.
son all like going has his job and everything on, but only thing that scares shit out of me is he wants to drive so bad, and I just don't feel like the driving for him. It's just
Yeah. Well,
I know he wants to, but it's just he's pretty spastic. There's a
Yeah.
lot
I
to
mean, there are sometimes you have to err on the side of caution. So, but I don't know. What I've like listening to her, and what's interesting is just she gets really angry when people try to keep people from achieving like any sort of independence, and like the whole sort of infant, like making them like infants or whatever. I can't think of the
Mhm.
exact word. And it's just like she's fully capable. And I mean, I just thought she was eclectic. So I didn't think she was, I mean, why would you assume? But it sort of came up in the height of sort of Jenny McCarthy being like, oh, if you vaccinate your kids, you will get autism. And it's like, no, no.
Yeah, that was one of the things too. Early on, we had heard about that, and trying to thought about it because he got double vaccinated for some
Yeah,
stuff. When his records went over to a different hospital,
yeah.
they vaccinated him a second time for something that he already done, and we were kind of wondering at that time, like, oh, maybe, or
Right,
maybe
because there was all the well,
all the
what she has said, and this is sort of the position I've taken because she's way more knowledgeable than I am, is that and because of the way we sort of think in this country, especially, but in a lot of Western countries, is like because autism is treated as though it's an illness. People don't want to say, oh, there's some genetically I've caused this, right? There are people who essentially are like, oh, I don't want to think that my genes cause this or whatever, right? Like it's not me, it's got to be this exterior thing. But the problem is autism isn't really an illness, so it's not like you need to cure it. It's just a difference. And like I think too many people want it to be something they can cure because it is, as you know, with a child, it's not always easy. Like there are extra things that have to happen sometimes. So I think because of that, people want an easy answer that isn't like your blood is bad, your genes are bad, and it's like it's just not. It's none of those things. And it's not that we have more autistic people than we used to. It's that we now know what it is, and we don't send all of those people to mental hospitals and forget about them like we used to. So yeah, we got that is exactly the word I was looking for, Paul. Thank you. So So yeah, that was exactly the word. I don't think I can say it as part of why my brain locked up on it. Exactly, mitten of card. It's a different way of navigating. And there's nothing wrong with that. We just are not good with things not being quite like we expected them sometimes. So it's an opportunity for us to all be better people. So anyway. Oh, that got heavy. That got heavy. Cob. Oh my goodness. Anyway. So, how about that? No, wait, we can't talk about the Super Bowl either.
I didn't even know the Super Bowl was this weekend. Somebody at the store right now went to go shop and said, "Oh, watching the
Yeah.
Super Bowl tomorrow?" I was like, "Oh, it's tomorrow." I was like, "I have no idea."
I think it's on Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, it have to be. Yeah, I know they happen on Sundays, but
Yeah. Well,
nothing.
tomorrow-ish, depending. Yeah,
You're
I'll
just
probably
looking at
watch
like,
it.
ooh, everybody will go to my other family's house to go watch it. So I'll have peace and quiet here.
Oh, that would be rad. No, I think Matt will watch it. I'll probably just watch the halftime show. That's all I ever do for Super Bowl is I'll watch the halftime show and I'll watch the commercials.
Commercial, yeah.
I keep hearing that there will be one of those the Masters of the Universe, that there will be one of those like tiny trailers. It's like tonight go watch the full trailer at heman.com or whatever it will be.
Yeah, I just was watching a thing about that's what because it's so expensive for Super Bowl commercials now that most of them are just doing those little tiny things like that.
Yeah, and then directing you to the website to watch the full trailer.
Yeah.
So allegedly, that's what I've heard they're planning on doing. But who knows if that's true. There's so much weird, like half truth information slipping out about the Motu stuff anyway. It was like somebody kept taking all the pictures from the thing in Germany and putting them through AI, so it was changing the figures. So it was like, who is this? Oh my god, this must be a new figure. And then it was like, no, it was one of those like, you know how they did the pop art figures where like they would get an artist to come in and design some stuff.
Yeah, with like that.
It was one of those,
Black
but
background.
but because they put it through AI, it changed the figure. It actually put like designs on it, changed the face. So it looks like a brand new figure. And they were like, no, it's AI. It's this thing that's already out. And I was, well, they didn't say it was AI at first. They were just like, no, it's this thing that's out. And I'm like, no, but here are the two things. And they're like, yes, this is an AI picture of that. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, how can we have a logical conversation about like what might be coming out if you're using AI to alter the figures? And they were like, well, they used it to enhance it. And it's like, well, obviously it didn't enhance it if it completely changed what the figure is. Like,
Yeah, I know that enhancing because you even just enhance like pictures. Like I have ones if it's blurry or something, you want to make it less blurry. I put through an enhancer, and it'll change some stuff sometimes. Where I'm like,
yeah,
so what did I just do? I enhanced a picture of I don't know. Well, the Mythic Legions, but
yeah.
what is her name? Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking out. She has gray skin.
Okay. I don't know
So,
the names of them.
I don't. I'm not good with them either. I have two of her. Oh, she's sitting right here. What's her name? Just because it's gonna bug the cup and Thrace. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like this. But she's got like gray skin. I put it through my photo enhancer, and it totally made her Caucasian. Stranger, it looks kind of cool, but I was like, well, I just wanted my picture to kind of to stand out a little more. I didn't want it to change it.
Well,
It was just really crazy. I was like, oh wow, it changed the whole thing.
There's a true crime channel I used to watch that I stopped watching because they kept putting pictures of like the victims through AI, and it was changing how they looked. And I'm like, well, this isn't the actual victim. It was a case I also knew a lot about. Like, that's not one of the victims. And they're like, oh, we used AI to enhance it. I like, well, you enhanced it into a new person. And they're like, well, it's easier. I'm like, why don't you just use the actual photo of the person, because it's free use? And they're like, we just wanted it to be better for the video. It's like, well, it's not better, it's worse. And then I realized they just wanted to argue. So I was like, I gave them a dislike. I reported their channel for misinformation, and then I moved along. So unsubscribe. Because that's not like a opinion thing, right? Like, if they have a different opinion, like, I'm just gonna move along. But it's like when it's actually wrong, especially with true crime, where like these are real people who have been killed or survived a thing. It's like you don't need to be changing any of that. If the picture's not great, the picture's just not great. Like, that's fine, especially if it's an old case from like the 60s or 70s. Like, we didn't have camera phones back in the 70s and 80s, guys. We didn't have a picture of every second of our life constantly. We didn't do
It's
selfies.
probably for the better.
Yeah. Oh
Since the
God.
VC left.
Oh my God. I know. Like my niece, like she was at a party a few weeks ago, and a bunch of the pictures were uploaded to like Instagram. I'm like, why are those on the internet? I'm like, no. And she's like, it's fine. I'm like, it's not fine. Like, she's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, okay, you say so. 20 years from now, when you're trying to win an argument with one of your kids about how you never partied and that picture resurfaces, you're gonna have a hard time winning that argument. Oh, that'll never happen. I'm like, okay. Guess you'll just find out the hard way. Hopefully I'm still alive so I can say I told you so. And cackle. And just do the old witches laugh. Like, ah ha 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 ha. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, true crime is just like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And that's the problem. Like, I feel like, especially true crime, there's such a thin line between, like, and it gets crossed a lot on YouTube, where it's like there's a big difference between, like, sharing details of a crime and, like, glorifying the crime. And it seems like more and more the YouTube channels that are doing true crime are sort of glorifying it's for click. And I get, like, you make something, you want people to watch it, you want to make money, I get it. But when it's like murder victims and their families are still alive, you have to, like, I was watching one time and the girl was like, wow, these crimes are really old, so their families are all dead. And it's like, they're not, though, because, like, these murders took place not far from where I grew up. And, like, I know one of the there were no survivors, but I know, like a niece of one of the victims. Like, she's old as dirt, but, like, if she were to come across that, she would not be. And it was just like, girl hid my comment. So it's like, like, didn't even delete it, just hid it. Like, if I go, I can still see my comment on the channel, but whenever I go in with one of my other accounts, it's not there. So, which is extra disrespectful, because that means she knows that, like, her statement in the video, all of the victims' families are dead by this point, which to me is still a weird justification for, like, sort of being humorous about a serial killer who did some really gross, horrible things to people. So, and then I had somebody recommend her channel to me. They're like, I really just like how she does the true crime. I'm like, well, good for you. I don't. She just presents it in a really informative and fun way. It's like, it's murdered people. It shouldn't be fun and informative. It should be informative, but it shouldn't be fun. You shouldn't be, like, I don't consume true crime to be, like, entertained. I watch it, I read it, I sort of to understand stuff. Like, I don't know, it's just different. I mean, I say that as somebody who has traveled to, like, the Bay Area a couple times to go to Zodiac killer kill sites, right? Like, I've gone to, like, some of the places these things have happened. But it's not like I'm going there and doing this video, like, come with me while we go to a murder site. It's like, I go, I take my pictures, I journal about sort of observations I've made, but it's more about, like, trying to understand what would make a person murder people. So, Anyway, I need to get down to Riverside still. Yeah, exactly. If they resurrect me through AI after I die, so I can say I told you so, I will be so mad. I mean, technically I'll be dead, but I will come back and haunt a bitch. You resurrect me through AI, because that's not really me. That's AI, like, and because it's AI, it'll have like a weird hand. And I'm already conscious about my hand because I put a needle through my finger. You guys, don't do that. Don't bring me back as AI where I have like 17 fingers and 2 of them are coming out of the side of my neck or something.
Bring
No.
you back to the holograms.
Yeah, right. Hologram. Like, I don't know. Like in Star Trek, maybe that would be okay.
But like they do all these. They start doing the concerts. See Tupac as a hologram.
Yeah, they did that for. Well, what's weird is they did that with ABBA, but ABBA is alive, so I was like, that's weird. Like I know they don't like each other anymore. It's a really weird way to get around the fact that none of the members of the ABBA want to be in the same room with each other anymore.
Get a Milli Vanilli.
Oh, that would be horribly. It would be funny in the worst possible. I would feel really bad for laughing if they did
Holograms.
that. Yeah, right. And then the one guy would be like, "I'm not dead yet," and it's like, "But you're still not singing, so it works out."
I need to see about something about lip syncing karaoke Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
If you're not lip syncing, you're doing it wrong.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. In a horrible way. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that would be dark humor where, like, you felt bad for laughing afterwards about the Milli Vanilli one. But, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I'm okay when they use AI to, like, save lives, but it just feels weird when it's, like, to give a picture, like, and I think what makes it worse is, like, it looks really good. It's like, the hands are wrong. Like, the hands are wrong, the eyes are wrong. It doesn't look like the person.
Back and forth on is that all the Britney Spears I've been seeing. I thought those were AI, and then somebody was telling me they're not.
Oh, yeah, no, sadly, that's not AI. The one with her and the knives?
Yeah, like that one. Yeah,
Yeah, like that's
all those.
Britney Spears is not well. And it's too bad, but it's kind of what happens when your parents sort of push you into, when she wasn't like well physically, and they should have let her take some time off, and they made her keep performing. It's just gonna do some stuff to you. You're not gonna be well. So, yeah, I thought those were AI at first too, and the ones with the knives at least. And then I did some investigating. I'm like, no, that's real. Wow. But you know what? She does seem happy. She's not
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
she's not under conservatorship. She doesn't appear to be hurting herself. So, like, hey, let her dance around with her knives. Like,
yeah, that's like.
I will say, if I had Britney Spears money and I didn't have to do anything, if I didn't want to, I would probably too dance around with knives in my living room in a sports bra and like chaps or whatever she was wearing. Like, I would be very eccentric if I were rich like that.
Yeah, because I was watching somebody's thing about those videos, and they were breaking down. They said, "Oh, you can see where it clips here. This is actually a man that's doing this, and he's using her face as a filter." And so it's sad that he's doing this to her. And I was like, I can't believe it. And then somebody else was telling me, "No, those are all real. Those are her."
No,
and
those are real. Yes, cute cult. Exactly that. And better holograms than the Gem movie. Ooh, that was such a bad movie. And it's terrible that it was such a bad movie because, like, the actress they got to play Jerica/Gem is a pretty good actress. She's a good singer. Molly Ringwald. How can you go wrong with Molly Ringwald? And yet they did. It was just they try to make it too hip. Like, if you're going to do a Gem and the Holograms movie, here's the deal. You have to adapt the cartoon from the 80s, and it has to be literal. You can't... They tried to make it like she's a YouTube star, and It's like, no, you have to do the cartoon. We need, like we need, this movie needs to be like it's like what they're doing with the He-Man movie. It's a adaptation of the actual toys. Like that's what Gem and the Holograms needs to be. Like you actually need to set it in the 80s, make it cheesy, make it campy on purpose, and just let it be a fun 80s movie. If they had just done that, like that movie would have done so much better. But instead, they're like, no, we have to make it more hip. You have to modernize it for these audiences, for people to enjoy it. It's like, no, you need the old people to drag their kids to see this. And you've made this so bad that none of us old people want to go see this. I didn't go see that movie. It looks like trash. I was like, this isn't for me. And it's kind of like the thing. Like, you have to sort of find that common ground, that sort of middle ground where it's like you're making a... And He-Man is a perfect example. You have to make it... Yeah, right? Exactly. Like, you get it. Like, Hugh Cole, I want you to direct the Gem and the Holograms movie. Like, you get it. Dynasty, Baz Luhrmann, MTV. Like, that would be so much fun with, like, all of the, like... the bright costumes and like, and if you did it just right, Mattel would rush out the Barbie and the Rockers movie right before so you could go see both, to beat her to it. I'm like, it's time for Barbie too. Let's do Barbie and the Rockers. But yeah, like that's what I wanted out of the Gem and the Hologram movie. I just wanted it to be like fun. Like the G.I. Joe movies were so boring because they tried to make them too, like, sophisticated. They tried to turn them into actual, like, action movies. Instead of, like, this is based on an 80s toy line. Let's just have fun with that. Like, let it be campy. Let it be cheesy. Like, it doesn't need to be... Let's not take everything so serious and... Please don't bring Channing Tatum back. Like, he was fine in those Magic Mike movies and 21 Jump Street, but, like, we don't need him in other movies. Like, he definitely is not a good Duke. The actress that they got to play the Baroness, I thought was pretty good. I did like the Baroness actress. I thought that was a good choice. But the rest of it was just not so much. Oh, no. What are you doing? There we go.
I remember watching the first G.I. Joe movie, and then I know they had the Snake Eyes movie, right?
Yeah, they did the Snake Eyes dropped right before the sort of lockdown, I think, or during lockdown or some such.
I've never seen that.
I watched it during. It was okay, but again, it felt like they tried to. They tried to make it. They tried to take it too serious, and it's like, okay, like I'm fine with the Snake Eyes origin movie, like, but if you're gonna do that, it needs to be like an 80s action movie. Like that's all they have to do. They need to watch Rambo 2, not the first one, because the first one's not an action movie. Like, watch every episode of the A-Team, watch Rambo, watch a couple of those Chuck Norris missing in action movies, and anything with Schwarzenegger from 1985 to 1989, and Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. And if you watch all of those and then sort of mush them together in a G.I. Joe movie, it would be fine. Because that's what G.I. Joe is. It's like, it's all that sort of puffed up 80s action adventure, over the top, cheesy, campy stuff. And it's like, if you try to do it any other way, you're just, like, it's not what people think of when they think of G.I. Joe. And you can't, it's like Barbie worked because they gave you Barbie. Like, it had meta commentary or whatever, but it also just gave you Barbie. Like literally, it made her a doll and brought the doll into the real world. And they did make it deeper, but at the end of the day, that was a movie about a Barbie doll, and that's all it needed to be.
I still need to watch that too. I heard
It
so
was
many
pretty
people say it
good,
was good.
you know.
I still haven't seen that.
I went thinking I wasn't going to like it. I went expecting to hate watch it, and I ended up liking it. I don't know that it was the masterpiece everyone says it was. I've rewatched it a couple times. It was very much a big part of it was when I saw it at the theater. There were people there dressed up, and there were like dads that had brought like their daughter and their daughter's friend. So they're like dads are sitting a couple aisles back, letting their kids have fun. There were moms and daughters and like sisters, like there were groups of women together, and everyone was just sort of having fun with it. Like, so it was kind of like a party. It's what Nicole Kidman was talking about when she's like, the movies are back. It's like, okay, this isn't Nicole Kidman. Unlike Tron with Jared Leto, where it was like, oh, this is not what Nicole Kidman meant, you guys. But yeah, it was a fun movie. I think you would enjoy it. Like, definitely check it out when you get a chance. I mean, you might not, but at this point, it's on streaming somewhere, so it's not like you're going to pay a lot of money to watch it.
Yeah, so all we got right now going is Disney. I need to. Do you want to kind of get Netflix? Because I got rid of Netflix because I wasn't watching nothing no more.
Yeah.
But I do kind of want to see the Stranger Things now. So
Yeah.
something I started. I'm like, I've seen all the episodes, all the other seasons. I might as well finish it.
Yeah, we have HBO and like the HBO Hulu Disney thing, which I'm behind on the Star Wars shows, and I need to watch the Welcome to Derry show. I still want to watch that. And something else that HBO is doing, and it's not the Dragon Tit show. I stopped watching that show with the dragons and the boobies after that one season where they burned the little girl at the stake.
What was it?
Nope, I'm done. Game of Thrones.
Oh.
It's like I stopped watching Walking Dead whenever they killed Glenn. I was like, nope. I went through that in the comic books. I am not doing it again.
Now, Walking Dead, I think I watched all the way to the last season, half of the last season, and never finished it. I mean, I think it just went on for so long. It was, they went through too many different characters, and I didn't have like the attachment like I did to people like when it started out. And I just lost interest down the road.
Yeah, well, it was just I was tired of like, and this is part of what happened with Game of Thrones for me. It was like every week somebody died in a terrible way, or something super, super duper horrible was done to a character I liked, and it just after a while, it's like this isn't pleasant to watch. I don't like watching characters get tortured like that. I don't know. It was bleak. It was unpleasant. Like I don't need that much reality, and it kind of goes to what Cute Cult is saying here. Like, people have no suspension of disbelief anymore. And that thing is I kind of do. I will overlook plot holes all the time. Like, I can't remember what it was, but I watched a movie with a friend about a year before we moved down here. And when we left, he was like, oh, well, that was unbelievable, and this would never have happened, and I was like, it looks good. I was like, I just sort of went in and watched the movie and enjoyed it. And I didn't think that hard. I was just like, this is a movie and it's fun and things are good. And I'm having a good time watching this movie. It's like somebody's like, Star Wars, like, you can't make sounds like that in space. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's a fun. I enjoy myself when I watch any Star Wars. I like watching. People are like, oh, the sequels are trash. The Acolyte is trash. I like the Acolyte. Like, I had fun watching it. Why? Because it's Star Wars. And
I
people are
did
like, that's
too,
not
and
Star Wars. It's
I
like, it's
just
Star Wars. Like,
seeing recently too is like I watch all this stuff. I don't watch it with anybody else except my kids, and like
yeah.
my kids enjoy all this stuff. And Acolyte, we liked watching it together, and like
Was
I'm
it?
not,
Did it end as good as it started? No, but like it was so cool. Like that episode, like Trinity. Well, she's not Trinity in the show, but like just getting to see like Trinity kick ass again, and like it was different. It wasn't the same. It wasn't a Mandalorian. Like I am so tired of Mandalorians. I'm still gonna watch anything with a Mandalorian in it, but like I'm just like, like I want some more stuff. I want Star Wars to have different stuff. And is it all going to be like, no Star Wars is ever going to be, for me, everyone's different, but for me, no Star Wars is ever going to be as good as like 1977 sitting in a theater as a little tiny baby kid watching the very first Star Wars. And nothing will ever be that good ever again. No Star Wars will ever make me feel as excited and as in awe as that first time. And I think a big part of what keeps happening with Star Wars is people go to it and expect it to be that good every time. And it can never be like the first time again. So it's really easy to pick stuff apart and be like, I didn't like this and I didn't like that. It's like, yeah, well, it's because you're going in expecting it to feel the way this other Star Wars felt. And it can't. Like, everything changes. And once you know something, you can't unknow it. And that you know Star Wars now. So, anyway. Oh, that makes me sad when I read that cute cult. It makes me so sad for your friend. That's so sad. And also, that, like, I don't know if you saw it, but, like, Cute Cult's friend couldn't watch cartoons because it was just moving drawings. It's like, I would die inside. Oh, you guys, Kenzo is here. Kenzo is a member. So, Kenzo, being a member, I have something special for you.
Bring out the olive! Bring out the olive! Bring out the olive!
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
whenever the second part of the clip comes on, I just listened to it. I feel like it's going to like an ad or commercial.
Yeah, right.
I almost look up because I'm like, oh wait a minute, do we just do a commercial?
I should make a fake commercial to cut to. Diarrhea got you down again. Oh my! I'm gonna make Derek Hoover help me make that because he's got a good announcer voice for commercials. Okay, that makes perfect sense. That he was okay. Yeah, I've got olives on my grocery list for tomorrow. Oh yeah. I finally got. I think I was telling you when you were here last time. Hella Geek. I think I was telling you I wanted to make that, but I hadn't made it yet. So, yep, I finally sat down. The weekend I took the Sunday off to stay in bed sick and just cuddle with the cat and watch TV. It was really good that I did that because like that week I got so much of my backlog of like finger quote administrative work, sort of all the behind the scenes stuff. You people who don't do YouTube don't know about the administrative side of things. Just kidding. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you do behind the scenes. It's so hard. Anyway, I'm not referencing anyone in particular because that would be rude. And I'm not rude. I've never been rude in my whole entire life. Anyway. So, are you excited for the Motu movie, Cobb?
Yeah, after especially like seeing those first trailers and stuff, I was like, oh, this actually looks like something watchable. I was
Right.
was in so much fear. I was like, that it's not going to be exactly what all the hardcore Motu fans want for like exact
Right.
the toys or exactly like Filmation or exactly as comics or whatever the picture.
Right.
But I mean, He-Man's always been changing, like between all those too, like
Yeah.
Filmation to comic books to everything. You never quite get the same He-Man twice. So I think it's just another adaptation. I think it'll be fun again. Like I said, just going with my kids, 'cause that's who I'm sure I'll go see it with. It looks like we'll enjoy it and have a good time. I'm pretty sure.
What I appreciate is it looks like He-Man's costume looks like they took the original toy and mushed him with 2000X.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little
Oh.
2000 action.
And Tila, it looks like they took the classic Tila costume and kind of squished it with her Revelations outfit from the first part of the season. Because it looks, like it's set up like her original sort of metal armor bikini thing, but it looks like, like the bounty hunter mercenary outfit she wore in Revelations, kind of. It's like the two of them together. Evil Lynn should
Yeah.
have 2000X to me. And I think Man at Arms looks pretty good. It looks like he's the actual correct color instead of like blue and gray like in the other movie they did. So
May not be the correct color for everyone.
oh yeah, I had somebody try to like, well, how can that be? That means Tila's not his daughter anymore. I'm like, that's brand new. Like Tila was not his daughter until recently, like until Revelations actually, like, because originally in the original story in the mini comics they weren't related at all. There was no connection. It wasn't until Filmation that she became his adopted daughter, but she wasn't his real daughter. She was adopted.
She came from an egg.
No, she came from an egg that the sorceress laid. Well, and then the second year of mini comics, she was a clone of the sorceress, so she wasn't even an actual real full person, right? She was a clone Skeletor made, so that he could gain the powers of Grayskull. And then in 2000X, it was hinted that she was Fisto's daughter, and Mike Young production, whoever was in charge of it, I think Mike Young might have been in charge of it, but whoever the head writer was said that they were going to reveal that Fisto was her dad.
Yeah, that's what.
And then in classics, if I remember correctly, they made it so that it was the 2000X story where she was Fisto's daughter. So it wasn't, as far as I know, until until Revelations that they actually made her his real daughter. So anyway, if anyone wants to complain about that, she wasn't originally his real daughter anyway. Because that was what they said. They were like, well, he's going to have to be your adopted dad. It's like he was for like 40 years or whatever. Stop making up shit to be mad about because you're sad about a black man playing a role. And I'm going to say if I had to choose an actor and it was between Idris Elba and some white guy, Idris Elba every time. They're like, but it's George Washington, the original president of the United States. Idris Elba is too attractive to not be. Or he could be in there and we just haven't seen him yet. I mean, like, like the Beastman looks a little bit CGI, but not full CGI. So, like, maybe we've got a merman and they're keeping it. There are hopefully some things to be surprised about.
Yeah, I would think Merman would just at least do those classic 8 characters.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Like,
if,
need Merman.
even if he doesn't have a big role, just sort of a hint that he
Yeah.
exists. You know, and like I'm also okay if like not everybody's in it, like because if it's a big hit, then we'll want a sequel, and like we don't need the Evil Horde or the Snake Men next time. You know, like they could do a second movie with more evil warriors and another Skeletor. Like, you know, like give us, you know, like I like the Horde, I like the Snake Men. I'm not against those characters, but it would be fun just to get a couple movies, you know, and maybe have 2 or 3 of them just Skeletor and the Evil Warriors, and then save King Hiss and Hordak and all of that for later. Like, you know, like that would be kind of fun to like get a couple. You know, maybe the next movie could be Merman is the main villain, and they have to go do some sea story or something. You know, there's some ancient evil under the oceans of Eternia that they have to stop, and Merman's in the way or whatever. Like, there's so much they could do, like with Masters of the Universe. You know, live action movies that, you know, I think part of the reason everybody wants all the characters is it's like we might not get another movie. And it's true, we might not. But I feel like if we do get another movie, it would be way cool to have a movie with more Merman. Or, you know, a movie where they have to go to Beastman's, like, you know, like the jungles, and there's a jungle mystery or whatever. I don't know. Like, it just, Masters of the Universe has so much potential that, like, I hope they don't cram everything into this movie and then take away from it.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of, for me, some of the Marvel Universe stuff, why it, like, I lost interest. It was like every movie is setting up 3 other movies and a TV show, and half of it is like, oh my god, look, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, here's the character. You know, so it's like, I don't want to have to... With Marvel, it got to the point where it's like, I don't want to watch 30 other shows. I just want to watch this one. You know, and it's like... I shouldn't have to do a lot of... And this is from me, somebody who does a lot of research and knows a lot of nerd stuff, but I don't want to feel like I have to do research.
Yeah, all the homework, that's what they even addressed, that they made it too much homework for everybody to have to do.
Yeah.
Especially like the common watcher, not the super nerds.
Yeah, and it just became too much work. Like, if I'm really into something, it's fun to do that, but I don't want to feel like I have to do that. So, yeah, I think he's a great choice, and they need, like, you know, like, and this is one thing, you know, like a lot of the sort of critiques about, you know, the color of the actor per se, that we're hearing comes predominantly from, like, you know, United States of Americans. But, you know, like, this movie can't just be a big hit in the United States. It has to play worldwide, and, like, it's got a much better chance of, like, playing worldwide if there's more, you know, like, bigger actors. And he's pretty big internationally, like, so, I don't know, like, it's this weird thing to me when people are, like, caught up in that, like, okay, man, it's Man-at-Arms, guys. It'll be fine. You will survive. Like, back in 1983, I had to get over the fact I don't like Man-at-Arms with the mustache.
Yeah, somebody commented something on one of my videos, was really mad about the Man-at-Arms I was reviewing had a mustache.
Yeah.
Really upset. I was like, dude, go watch my other video where he doesn't have it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, it's silly. It's not like, you know, and it's not like he's not. Just a second. Yeah, the Dayquil is wearing off. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that lost you for a second.
Yeah, I had a cough that had to happen, and it was like, I'm not gonna cough in everyone's ear, especially in case, like, you know, there was phlegm with it or something. That would be unpleasant. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird to me when people get really weird about stuff like that. It was like when The Force Awakens came out, and people got weird about Fenn. It's like stormtroopers can't be black. It's like, we don't know what they look like under the mask. They could very well be black. Just let it go. What a weird thing to be sad about. So, but you know, I got accused recently of being too woke. So, you know how it goes. Oh, I know, right? I went and looked him up, and I was like, oh, wait, that is him, isn't it? Because I saw him in that one, what is it? I keep wanting to say Red, White, and Blue, but that's the sequel to, Legally Blonde. But it's like that movie where he's like yeah. Like, he's got a very diverse, film catalog of, you know, like films on his resume. Like, he's done a lot of different things. Exactly, Alex. See, I was close. Red, White, and Royal Blue. Okay. See, I knew it was. I was close. I enjoyed that movie. It was, you know, like, it was a fun little rom-com. But yeah, I went to Internet Movie Database. I'm like, oh, that was him. But it was also a long time ago, and he's a little bit more buff now, and, you know, he's older. Like, that movie was 2 or 3 years ago, and he's a very young person. Young people change as they grow. You know, like, physically they change. So, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a weird thing to me, like, to get so sad about stuff that doesn't really actually change anything. Like, if Man-at-Arms is black, how does that actually change your life? Like, it shouldn't, and if it changes your life, then that's a bad thing. Like, that means something in your life is lacking. So figure out what's lacking that makes you sad that Man-at-Arms is not white in one movie during 40 years. So, there you go. How's your picture coming, Cob?
Good. My usual. The characters coming along. No background done yet, but he's doing a little silver paint marker for his
Oh, that looks really good.
the one fist and stuff. So
Yeah.
he actually touch up some of the black. I didn't realize the silver would go over so much of the black.
Yeah, depending on what pen it is, a lot of those silver pens like are.
Yeah, like,
it's not
silvered
even
out some of
technically
the black.
bleeding. Well, a good silver pen is more paint than anything, so the acrylic paint will just cover.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a good pen, man. It comes out nice looking.
Yeah.
I just realized that. Who is it? Badra? Purple half?
I think that's I think Badja is the purple and Tuva is the blue.
Yeah, Tuva.
Everyone is liking your Alex and CJ are both complimenting the silver and your page. So.
Oh, well, thank you. I realized in the picture he didn't have really his orange, big, thick eyebrows, so I didn't color it in. I was like, oh, I should have.
Yeah.
He looks good and all
Yeah.
purpled up.
Yeah, he looks all right. Yeah, that is the one thing about the book that I thought was interesting is how stylized all the art in it is. Like, it's one of my favorite of these old coloring books is because the art is just really nice through the whole thing. There's one book I have and the art is not good at all. It's really bad, and it's just like, ooh, this one's gonna be a hard one to like do anything from because everything looks so bad. That's one of the ones I'll save, and when I do the big, I had to fix all the horrible art in this old coloring book. I'll do that video, and then with my luck, the guy who drew it will pipe in and be like, "I drew that. I just had surgery on the cataracts on my eyes. I did the best I could," and I'll feel bad for a second, and then I'll be like, "Well, you shouldn't have been at work, buddy. You should have." I would not say that. I'd be like embarrassed. I'd be so embarrassed because he's got to be old now and dying. You should never argue with old people who are dying because they might come back and haunt you. Nobody wants that. I made Beastman yellow. I mean, he is yellow, but it's not permanent. It's just temporary. That's his base.
I made a blue duck because I've never seen a blue duck. Billy Madison.
Yeah, no, I liked that shit. I liked both that and Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, they weren't great, but they were fun.
Yeah, those are movies I've seen so many times.
My favorite in Billy Madison was the favorite. O'Doyle, the family, the O'Doyle rules.
Yeah, that in a few of his movies, though, Doyle family.
And then, like, the banana peel gets thrown at the very beginning of the movie, and they keep cutting to the banana peel.
Yeah.
And then at the end, the station wagon full with the entire O'Doyle family. It's the banana peel and then drives off the cliff and blows up. That was a really good setup. Like, through the whole movie, they're setting that joke up.
Mm-hmm. I always like Adam Sandler. He just seems like such a good dude.
Yeah, he did some good stuff back in the. I haven't seen any of his more recent stuff, but
yeah, some of these like straight to Netflix movies. I mean, some of the things I've watched, I'm really kind of corny now, but
yeah,
they've always been kind of corny, these movies. But I don't know, some of these newer ones I can't get into as much as this. What was it? They made that Happy Gilmore Part 2. I haven't seen that at all.
I haven't seen that one yet. I watched the one where he played like his twin sister or whatever, Jack and Jill.
Yeah, what was the name of that one?
I think it was Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like it more than I did. Like, it was okay, but I
forgot all about that, man.
Well, I wish I had. I wish I had. No, it just wasn't as good as it could have been.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm like one of those. That's one of those movies because I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, Punch Drunk Love. Can't even talk. That was a good one. That and I think 50 First Dates were the last two movies he did that I actually liked a lot. That I felt that I've watched more than once. And then
popular was that Click. Click was one of his bigger movies. A lot of people really seem to like Click.
Yeah, people did. I was not one of those people though. I didn't enjoy that one. I also went on a really bad date to see that movie, so it could be the really bad date influenced how little I enjoyed it, but
yeah.
But at the same time, you know. But yeah, I went on a really good date for 50 First Dates, so. He and I are actually still really good friends. He's one of the only exes I'm friends with. He's not a Carl, you guys. You're not all Carls.
Can't all be Charles.
Not everyone. Yeah, exactly. Not everyone is terrible. And I looked up one of the Carls recently on Facebook just because I was curious. And he's divorced again. And he's living at his mom's house again. And I was just like, oh, man. And he's like 10 years older than me. So, like, dude is in his 60s living at home again. Like, with his mom, who's got to be older than dirt at this point.
Yeah, man. 60s, right? Yeah.
So essentially, like, I mean, it would involve messaging him, but I was just like, oh, no, you're just your mom's, you're just going to end up being your mom's nurse now, right? You're not ever going to move out until after your mom dies, and you're just, well, he won't technically move out, but he's just going to be there and be like her at-home nurse if he doesn't get out in the next 2 or 3 years, because she's going to hit that point where it's like she needs care, because she's got to be in her, like, he's in his 60s, so that means she's in her, like, 80? She's got to be close to 80 by now. She wasn't that young when she had him. I mean, she was young because it was the South in the 60s, but she wasn't that young. But yeah. Anyway, I shouldn't be telling her business like that. Bye, Alex. Have a good night. Thank you for popping in.
Just referencing as Carl to protect the innocent.
Yeah, that's why I used Carl. That way, so that when they mix together, I'm technically not misrepresenting anyone. But also, I did kind of tell a little bit more about their lives than I probably should, but whatever.
That's how it works tonight.
Right. All the names are changed to protect the guilty.
I always think me and Alex are on the same schedule. We both work nights, but I forget that this is actually more of a Monday night through Friday night.
Yeah, he's got
Sunday.
Yeah, you have the same shift, but it's just different days.
Yeah. So I was like, where the hell is he going?
Well, that's what's nice, because there are nights where I don't go to bed till 2 or 3 my time, and before bed I'll do my last scroll of reels, and it's like sometimes I'll send stuff to you guys right before bed, and you guys will watch them and respond, and I'm like, oh, they liked them. So, or when I'm laying down, there's new stuff from y'all. Whereas everybody else, I don't get new stuff until the morning. So I appreciate all the people who send me good reels. And at this point, you and Alex are among people we've been sending reels for almost 2 years now, right? So
It's been a good minute. Yeah.
It's been about that. So it's like at this point, I feel like you both have a really good, perfect, acute sense of my humor. I don't think I've gotten anything from either of you that I haven't found humorous, enjoyable, or, like, it's not like it's always funny stuff. But I haven't gotten anything from either of you in a really long time that I was like, gross, this is stupid. So you both have figured out what will make Allison's day, which is good. I'm just random. Like 1 minute I'm watching like an art video, and the next minute it's people slamming chairs into each other.
Yeah.
That chair one this week was crazy though, man. It was so good. But yeah.
Yeah, I usually wait till like lunch break. It's like 12:30 at night for me. Try and catch up on everybody's stepped up day, and yours usually around that time. You're kind of up late, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm often up late.
Yeah, I'll be sending stuff at work sometimes, and I'm like, oh, she already watched that. And I'm like,
well, it's because the channel or whatever, like, because I film, I film a lot of videos, so it's like I work 9 to 5, then dinner and not a little time not working, and then I'll come in here and film something or like work on writing stuff. Like there's always something. Or sometimes I'll be doing the admin work for the channel that makes it so hard to run a YouTube channel. I'm kidding. I just keep hearing people like it's so hard to run a YouTube channel. Like it's work. It's not hard. It's just work.
A meeting with all my sponsors.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for those people, like that's a completely different.
I was on the phone with Mattel for 2 hours.
Yeah, right. Just call Mattel and be like, I don't know about this ad campaign, bestie. I mean, there are people who make enough money that is sort of what happens, but no. My time is spent like organize, like scanning books and cleaning up pages so I can print them and planning and like because right now this is how the sausages are made, people. So this is my stack of work, and this top one is all the color and chill videos for the rest of this month, and then this is all the shorts for March. And then this is all the shorts for the next, there will be more than this, but this is everything that didn't make the cut for February or March, or that I moved, because I'm like, no, wait, it's too soon for this, or if I drop this one in April, it'll be closer to this thing, or if I hold off on this one, I can do it with, pair it up with some stuff. So spend a lot of time working on stuff like that. So, and for me, that stuff is fun. It's kind of fun to sort of plan a month of shorts. Because when I started this, I would film a video, and then I'd film 2 or 3 videos a night for shorts, and then just every day at midnight, I would go in and release something. And I don't do that anymore. I now plan ahead, and I film everything over 2 or 3 weeks. And then I schedule everything out. So like all the shorts for this month are scheduled. I'll sometimes go in and move stuff around. I'll be like, wait, let's put this one on Monday and this one. I moved a few of my Motu shorts around last month once I realized the trailer was going to drop, so that they would be closer to the trailer instead of like at the end of the month. But otherwise, I try to schedule it and go. So, but yeah, so so I film. I'm either filming or editing or something so no, and then I get lost on the internet. I mean, I have to watch reels at some point. There was one night I was out here. It was like midnight, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm gonna go to bed early. Oh, let me catch up on these reels. And then once I caught up on all the reels from all the people on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, I'm like, oh my God, it's 2 a.m. What happened? So.
Say me in the morning once I get home. I need to get to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm stuck here just looking at stuff. Not even stuff that people sent me, just going on and on and on.
But, at the same time, I often have insomnia. Or I have a hard time falling asleep. So if I'm up until the very end working on stuff or watching stuff, when I do finally lay down, I actually will go to sleep almost right away. So it behooves me. Oh my God, I was about to use behooved. I'm just going to use it. It behooves me to sort of go until I'm almost ready to collapse, because then I can sleep when I lay down instead of laying there thinking about all the stuff I need to do or want to do. Oh, Paul Galliano is back. Yeah, I've got the second channel that I do some coloring stuff, adult coloring book stuff on, and it's kind of like I've got a couple things filmed, and but there's no. I don't plan. It's just whatever. So the channel exists just to be fun, and I have. I think a few of you maybe have it. I haven't like sent people there because it's just right now. It's just so that I can have have sort of this extra space to just do stuff. So, but it also has nothing to do with toys. So it's like most people would not be at all interested in that, and that's exactly why it's all over there. So, but that is sort of my place to just drop stuff because I want to make a video or whatever. So, and at some point, some point, I'm going to launch the Sassfault channel, which will be sassy. Come with me while we talk shit about people we don't like this week who are famous. There will be way too many weeks where we make fun of Jared Leto. We're going to make fun of Jared Leto again this week, you guys, until he sends me a cease and desist. I know, right? I know. I caught myself, but I just went for it. How often do you get to use behoove? And how many times have you used behoove? Obviously I use it often because it slipped off the tongue so easily there, but most people behooved. It would behoove you to. No, I have used that a time or two in meetings with clients. It would behoove you to follow this. But it's way more in line with what I do over there. Oh, that reminds me. Wait. Oh, wait, Kento, you only do streams on Tuesdays now, right? That's right. That the first time we did one of these, it was when Kenzo was still doing his Fridays. So, like, that was part of why it was tiered the way it was, so we could go hang out with Kenzo afterwards. But Kenzo does Tuesdays now, so. That was a fun night, though. We colored, and then we went and hung out with Kenzo for a little bit.
Yeah, I think a couple times, maybe.
Yeah, it seems like...
Yeah, we've always done these Friday nights.
Yeah, it was when he was doing Fridays, but his work schedule has changed.
Yeah.
He's now the mattress king of San Bernardino. No, wait. What's funny about that, though, Kenzo, is I used to have a character I would do when I did improv. Dolores Esme Glickman Richards, and her husband was the mattress king of San Bernardino.
San Bernardino, that's right by me.
Yep. But they lived in Van Nuys, and the store was in Van Nuys.
Yeah.
But he claimed to be the mattress king of San Bernardino because the mattress factory was in San Bernardino, you guys. And she wanted to be an actress and a singer, and she would sell her CDs at karaoke bars. And that was inspired because when I went to LA one time, it was late 90s, right when karaoke was like starting to hit. And every karaoke bar that me and my friends went to, there was some girl there selling her CDs. And it was just like, wow. And it was literally the karaoke version of this, like whatever song she would get up on stage and sing. So I was like, this is a character. So. Yeah, Dolores Esme Glickman Richards. She would be a real housewife of me. I think I might still have pictures of whenever I have a really couple bad wigs and like I would use for Dolores. But she once briefly had one show, but it was just a pilot. It never went to series. And it was called Very Important Policewoman. And she was a very important policewoman, so. And her acting clip from it was, "Look, Salazar, I know you know where the drugs are. Tell me now." That was her whole. That was her reel from that show. That was all she got from her pilot. Anyway, at some point, I will resurrect Dolores Esme Richards Glickman. No, Glickman Richards. That's right. Because her maiden name is Glickman and her husband was Richards.
Salazar, right?
Salazar, right? I think I got that from the Charlie's Angels movie, the fake movie that Matt LeBlanc is in it. He screams Salazar at the end, and his girlfriend gets blown up. So,
remember me and Kayla having a conversation about Salazar, and I forgot what it was from. Yeah, she had referenced Salazar about something, and maybe it was from that. I can't remember.
yeah, possibly. Like, I think it. I know also there have been a couple soap operas that have used the name Salazar as well. So it's kind of like a generic-ish name that you kind of use, I guess, for crime bosses or whatever. Because it's probably kind of racist, the reason people use it, because it's like a sort of has Central American. I might need to change his name from Salazar to something else if I ever resurrect the character. But I did think about maybe whenever I do more sort of fake commercials for this channel, maybe resurrecting Dolores to be my spokesperson. She would be so good at that. But, oh my god, I can't believe Dolores. Yeah, I did. I used to have like a bunch of different pictures of me in the Dolores wig. And I posted it one time, like way back in the day. And like there were a bunch of horny dudes that slid into my DMs. And I'm just like, no, that's not what Dolores is all about, guys. At least one of them was married. And I was like, you don't want me to send this to your wife, do you? He did not. We quickly ascertained he did not want me to send anything to his wife. And so he did get out of my messages pretty quickly. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Oh, Dolores would totally... But she didn't scam you, Kenzo. She just sold you a bunch of her CDs. Oh, Tony's... Wait. Tony's Figs is here.
Tony.
Oh, have a good night, Eldor. Thank you for popping in. And hello, Tony.
Tony.
So, right. It indeed behooved him to do so. Oh my god. I actually used behooved in a sentence. You guys. My vocabulary shows my education. Oh my gosh. It would behoove. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, we still have like about 20 minutes. So, how's your too bad coming?
All right. Let me finish up this little rock section.
Oh my god!
I'm actually usually a lot farther behind. Look at the time.
Yeah,
I'm actually getting some background and stuff done today.
Yeah, you're doing well. Well, I mean, you know,
like, I guess there wasn't as much. It's only just those two colors, pretty much 3 colors: orange, purple, and blue.
Well, this is also like I think at this point, this is like the 5th time you've been here. So, like,
getting some practice in.
Yeah. Like last time Andrew was here, like he finished and he got almost 2 full pages done, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, so and he has Sundays off sometimes, so like he's joined me more times than you've been able to, but like at the same time he's still at this point he's finishing a couple pages, so it's just getting that practice.
Yeah, getting faster. It may not be getting better, but
Oh, stop.
Getting faster.
You've always done pretty. You're artistically minded, though, right?
There he goes. It's got that one section.
I'm gonna embiggen you for. Oh yeah,
Right.
that looks really good. See, you
Let's
even
see,
went and did some shading on the armor.
Yeah, can't really see. It's got a little green to it there and a little gray here, so it's pretty much just this other outer area.
No, it's looking good. Oh, nice. I can't wait to see that, Kenzo. Kenzo and I still need to schedule because now that I've at least got the room and I found all my paints, he sent me a DreamWorks capture that we were going to do a stream or like hang out and record it and release of him helping me paint the capture. So, or us painting at the same time, sort of like this, but with painting custom figure thingies. So.
Yeah, that did my first kind of painting at work the night. Actually, I stole all the paint and everything from work. But
Oh, nice.
doing that scare glow I was working on, I
Nice.
first painted the skull white, gave it a black wash, and gave him the red in the eyes, and pretty happy with him.
I saw that. Where is he? Is he handy for the people to see?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the theater at work. They got all the stuff to kind of play with and paint. So.
All right, I'm gonna embiggen you again.
I don't know about my light here. So
Oh,
he's
that
really
looks-
white, so you can't see, but the black wash really brought out his teeth and
Yeah.
everything I was happy with.
Oh, I can see that though. That looks really good.
Getting there.
See?
Yeah.
Oh,
Put some pictures in the clubhouse chat.
oh,
I
nice.
see a little better.
Yeah, I saw those. Have you put them on like Instagram yet, or are you still waiting?
No, I'll probably take some pictures maybe tonight. I did. It stole me a little piece of. I went to the discount store right now to give me some little chain. I'm gonna try and hook up his collar on his cape across the front. I think he needs a little chain right there.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, he looks too much like a cloak to me right now. If I kind of separate it and put a little chain to it.
Scarecrow is cool. And CJ said, "Ooh, nice." So CJ thinks it looks great.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it from my first time trying it. I've never black washed or anything on anything, so. Especially just because I kind of threw everything together from down at work. So I broke into the theater down there, and they have all kinds of paintbrushes and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Just kind of use some of what they had.
No, once you
Yeah,
get
I have
started,
to spend $10 to at the discount store. You got to spend $10 to be able to use my debit card. So I bought a bunch of random stuff. I was with this unicorns, what came on that keychain. It looks like it's probably generic My Little Pony.
probably.
Looks very My Little Pony.
Oh yeah, that's very. It might actually be a real My Little Pony because they do.
Colored pencils too. That was weird when I opened them up. They're all black, all the way even the tip. Only color on them is the very tips of them.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Kind of strange, but
No,
I was like,
no,
give me
I've got some like that. Some people believe that the pencils with that black wood are like the best, like are better than sort of the other these. I've got the Black Widow pencils that I use sometimes. Have that black wood. I like them. They're just. I don't feel like it makes a difference. I think it's just a thing where it seems like it's so different that it maybe feels.
Yeah, looks
Like
cool. Well, it's definitely not these ones because these are just from the discount store. Like I'm saying, probably really cheap made.
Oh, yeah, but you know the cheap pencil. It's what's interesting that
Car freshener.
What I
$2.
what I have found though with pencils though is like it's not always the price of them. Like There are a couple. There's a set of pencils that one of the ones I did a video of that was like less than $20. And I think right now on Amazon it's like $10. And aside from like these Prismacolors that I use, it's the favorite set of pencils I've used, and it's like $10-20 for them. So sometimes it's all about whether or not you vibe with them. So much about art is sort of like how hard you push, or like like with a paintbrush, how your brush stroke like can make a difference. So I'm not somebody who I probably used to and probably have even sounded like I believe that, but I don't necessarily think it's the price of the item. Sometimes you can spend a lot of money for shitty art supplies. So don't ever be afraid of a cheap dollar store art supply, because it could be actually pretty good. Or you're just so good that it works. So.
Let's see here.
There. Well, we got 9 minutes, technically. Can I finish Beastman in that time? I'm pretty close. How far are you from being done?
I could just add a little section of background, and I'd be done. I didn't have to keep sharpening these pencils with a razor blade.
I'm checking on my phone. It's telling me I'm almost out of battery life, so. But I think I'm close enough that if you want to stick around a few minutes, I'll at least be able to finish the Beastman.
Little sections in. Now I know talking about the movie, the He-Man movie. Toys are a whole nother discussion, man.
Oh my god, right?
I'm kind of up in there. I'm like, I'm not sure if the movie figures are something I'm actually gonna need. I'm already looking at them like, ooh, maybe like those ones are $10 for the smaller ones. I was like,
yeah.
Even just for some parts, armor and stuff, $10 isn't too bad.
Yeah, for the ones that look like their origin size, I'm definitely gonna pick those up.
Yeah, I was like, part wise, I could take some parts off of some of those. But
I think for the bigger ones, I think I'm gonna treat them like I do Masterverse, where I just cherry pick.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to be with it yet. Especially if still no, but everybody talking about Masterverse ending. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like they're kind of tippy-toeing around it. I'm pretty sure that they're going to at least really cut back on it. They went to like Mattel Creations even.
Yeah.
Which I've been happy with, like getting the vintage origins.
Yeah.
I'm fine with getting them all like that. I mean, at least I know they're pretty much available and you can get them pretty much without selling out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with like they may not be called Masterverse anymore, but I feel like the Chronicle figures look pretty close to Masterverse. I know they're a little bit shorter because they're the movie figures or whatever. But I would not be surprised if they use that, because the box for those looks really close to sort of Masterverse. Oh, I think my camera just died. Yeah, it did.
Oh.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you've sent me some of those, Kenzo. Let's see. See, I don't know if they have a channel. Like I've only ever seen them on Instagram and Facebook through the reels. So, and I did just lose my camera, you guys, but that's okay. We'll just because about 2 hours is about how much energy you get out of an iPhone these days for streaming. But I'm almost done, and I'll just hold it up at the end for you all to see, because I've got an arm in his face. And I think Cobb is almost done too. So. And we've got like 5 minutes technically before 2 hours, so we're doing well. Yeah, they're really cool. And like when he says household items, CJ, he means like he'll use a match and like juice and like he like households, not like it's really like he's one time he did a match and a packet of ketchup and he did a Joker with it, but I can't remember what he used like for the green hair. But yeah, like it's pretty cool. Not anything I would do because that sort of stuff gives me sensory issues. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. Trying to remember Beastman's face, like where the white parts are. It was just like, what's happening? All right. There we go.
Yeah, I'll probably get to taking some pictures later. Hopefully I get that Scareglow kind of. I want him. I'll take some pictures of him.
That'd be cool.
And I got a new diorama set from Savage Crucible, which is pretty cool. I've already done a little picture with it.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of cool. Savage Crucible liked it, and then I saw they shared it to their story, and then they added Frazetta Art Museum. I was like, ooh.
Oh, nice.
Like,
I ordered through Big Bad Toy Store the Frazetta Conan and John Carter from Mars and like the Death Dealer that are origin sized.
yeah, I did too. Yeah, I not the John Carter, but I did the Conan and Red Sonja.
I don't. Well, there's a different.
Oh no! I'm thinking.
Yeah, those are through boss fight.
I have those too. I got some of both.
That's right. I should go check those because I don't know if I need that Conan now. I went the Red Sonja, but I don't know if I need the Conan now.
Yeah, the Conan. I know. Once they showed that one, I was like, oh man,
that one's so much better. Like, no offense, boss fight, but
I just left it because I was like, yeah, it has that articulation stuff. It still really looks like it fit in with Origins really well. So.
Oh yeah, no, I've got.
I'll dig it.
I've got a bunch of the FOMO and Galaxy Warrior stuff to open. That it's not quite the same.
First wave of those.
Yeah, I'm glad that they kind of are, yeah. But they're like, I'm looking forward to the new wave that has like the witch.
Yeah, some of those new. I know. I want some of them too.
And the Black Lady Amazon character, like, she's really cool. So, all right, let's see, there we go. All right, Beastman is done. That might be him. That sounds familiar when you say that, Nolan. Yeah, they look so good. Like, and again, like they look like they match. You know, like the articulation looks like they match Origins. Like it's a perfect. It's just perfect. You know, because I've kind of low grade hoped that somebody would redo the Remco Hercules figures, Conan figures from the 80s, and nobody has. With this, it's really close. So, all right, I'm done. Let me go ahead and embiggen.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, he came out pretty good.
From the same book, right?
This one's from a different book.
Is it? Okay, I was gonna say that one. Yeah. I really like the way it looks there too.
Yeah, no, this one came. I don't think Beastman is in that book. For some reason, and they only had like, it was like an 80. That like it was probably the last coloring book that they did from 02, so it had all the 87 characters and a couple older ones. But I don't think. Yeah, thank you. Nice. And how are you doing, Cobb?
Yeah, I'm not gonna pry you all the way down. Just trying to finish that top white, but
No rush. We can give it
looking both.
we can sit here and chat. I'm gonna put the other one I picked, which was Talon Fighter and Stratos, into my red folder. And this is where I keep all of the pages from live streams that I didn't do on the stream. And this is where I keep all the pages before somebody comes on this show. Yes. And now that all has it, there's even more shelving over here for all of that. Let's see. No, I was trying to look and see if I had anything handy I could show you people that I've bought or I'm about to open, but sadly nothing is nearby. So, but while we are doing that, what I will do so that we can save a few minutes at the end. All right. So coming up on the channel, tomorrow I have a video dropping called Everything I Opened in January. It was available early to channel members, but it's the same video for everyone tomorrow. And as I get the collection set up, I'm opening all these old toys. Everything in this video is old. I don't think there's any. It's the vintage styled classified cover girl is new-ish, and then there's a new-ish Power Ranger, but everything else is 2 or 3 years old. Some of it's 30 years old. So if you're triggered by people opening old toys, don't watch it. You think there's a? I think I opened. Yeah, I opened a bunch of Witchblade action figures and an Party Angela by McFarland. So, and then there's shorts on Monday. Actually, no, we'll save that for Sunday because I will be here Sunday on stream by myself, which is fine. And we will be doing works, and I'll be finishing stuff that I haven't finished from previous streams. So, and I'm going to start with a Beetlejuice page that I started one of the last times Andrew was here, because it has Delia from Beetlejuice, aka Catherine O'Hara, who recently passed. So we'll be working.
Oh yeah.
Start with that because that made me really sad that she passed.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what. I haven't unboxed everything, and I'm not sure which box the Beetlejuice coloring book is in. And even if I unbox that in time, sadly, there aren't many good pictures of her in there. So we're going to go with the one from the Beetlejuice cartoon of her character is much nicer. Anyway, so I will start with that just so that we can mark the occasion of a really cool lady passing to whatever is on the other side, which varies depending on what you believe. So. Is that the one with manga? Because I have her somewhere opened where she's got sort of like the purple and gold bodysuit that's all manga'd out, and I think that's her. Let me take a look. Well, what's cool about her, well, I don't know if it's cool, but McFarlane lost her in court to Neil Gaiman, of all people, who then sold her to Marvel. So Angela is now a Marvel character, which is crazy to think.
Yeah, I don't know much about her. I do have a couple of figures, some older like 90 ones. I just thought she looked cool. I have a gold and like a purple one. I know she had a bunch of different variants, huh?
Yeah, she was pretty. Ironically, she was the Wonder Woman of McFarlane Toys back in the day, where he made a lot of different Angelas.
Yeah, this is they're McFarlane. Yeah, there's.
Okay.
When I look out, there's tons of them.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think I had the one with the ribbon on it. So, whichever box, we'll know in a couple weeks / months when I finally find that box. So, yeah, I'm looking at. She's the one I have, but again, I can't remember if I have. I remember having the ribbon one, but I also had a couple of them at one point because they were marked down at a store, and I picked up a couple of them. But I also ended up letting my friend have some of them because he wanted some. So I don't know which one I ended up getting. So, well, hopefully, it doesn't matter because I opened it either way. So, open probably doesn't. I don't know that any of the Spawn stuff is actually worth any money now. Yeah, it looks like ribbon Angela right now on eBay. McFarlane Manga Spawn series, The Goddess, $15.99 plus shipping. $23.68 plus shipping. $16 even. Yeah. So yeah, if you want her, you can find. There's at least 9 of them on eBay under $20 with shipping. So. Excellent.
I'll just scribble the background in pretty quick, but pretty much.
Oh no, that looks really good. Oh, there we go.
The silver does shine, huh?
That silver looks
really
it
still looks white here, but it's a different shade of green and gray.
No, I can see that there. I don't know if it translates for other.
I don't know. On my screen, it looks like it's all white still to me. But
yeah, no, it's got like a shimmery green look to it over here. So, all right. Well, we will wrap that up. But first, Cobweb Collector, where can the people find you?
Right here. Here I am. YouTube, Cobweb Collector, Instagram, Cobweb Collector. See my little videos, some pictures here and there. Not a lot.
I feel like most people who are here probably already subscribed. But just in case, let's get a link for the people. We'll kick it out and kick it out in the. It would behoove you all to follow Cobweb Collector.
You you want to be.
The word of the day is behoove. See, like you get all sorts of lessons here. You get like vocabulary. way more information about my ex's life than they would want put out there.
I always love I end up with one of these at the end.
Yeah, no, that's your swatch.
My
That's how you
swatch, yeah, my swatches.
the swatches. All right,
Swiss
here.
Army watch.
Oh, and the first thing that pulls up is one of a live stream with you and Kenzo. It's like a crossover episode. All right, there is Cobb's channel. If you're not subscribed, you should. Cobb is one of my favorite Motu creators. And also, I am subscribed and a member as well, right? Yep, I'm still a member. For 20 months, you guys.
Yeah,
So,
I
that
need
should
to
tell
still
you.
do something membership wise and try and get that going more.
That should tell you how much I enjoy his channel. I've been a member for 20 months. 20 uninterrupted months. So anyway, there's his channel. Go follow him. Let's see. It looks like 6 days ago he dropped a Blast Attack video review. And 9 days ago, Cartoon Collection 2000X Clawful. So go check it out. Yep. All right. And on that note, we're going to head out. I thank you all for joining us on this very special episode of Alice and Troy Retro Toy Princess with Cobweb Collector. And we are going to leave you with the most burning question as we do every time. Don't forget to hit the like. We'll see you again in the next one.
There, everybody.
I haven't made up my mind yet. Incidentally, which one of you bitches is my mother?